are the Elohim? They are the orchestrators of the material realm, all done only with and through divine will. They are the builders of form, as all life was and is seeded by them. They all that makes life, all that makes creation. All is by their image, impressions, and imagination of the divine. They are masters of alchemy, resonating within the highest spiritual reality, the highest consciousness. And we know that one of the first to hear Elohim was Moses. And you'll see images of the burning bush in the monastery of Mount Sinai, St. Catherine's monastery of Mount Sinai in the Sinai Peninsula of Egypt. This is the location of where Moses heard the voice of God. And from what I have read, he captured it. Moses was captured by the voice because he heard it in the dialect of his father. Now, one viewer said, how did he know his father? He was an orphan picked up from the river. Yes, but let's remember that it's written in the Holy Bible, the Old Testament, that his sister was following him and saw that the maid of the princess of Egypt picked him up. And she suggested that she knew a woman that could breastfeed him. And the princess says, yes, take him there for as long as need be. So, yes, Moses knew his sister, Miriam, his brother Aaron, who was 7 years older than him, his mother, and his father. Now, there are many different kinds, as many as there are things in the vast and limitless nature of creation. Their laws of creativity are endless, as are those that make up all of the realities, sound, tone, color, and symbol. With all of these, creation is endless, and as extensions of God, the all that is, they are combining all of those aspects and bring out the vast creations in the limited universe. Limitless, sorry. They can incarnate, and it truly is for the purposes of preserving their precious creations, because all that is made in the universe according to the divine will, by the image of and the word of God, is meant to be sustained, because all DNA is important and valuable for keeping the creations as they are. All creation is divine. It cannot be destroyed. It can only be modified. It can evolve and shift, so DNA shifts and forms change. So therefore, they are the masters of all this, since all form is a consequence of this. And the masters of the Elohim, the original creators, gods, the first step from divinity before creation, they do bring everything that's known and unknown into creation. And all creation is a result of them and their work, seeding all of creation in multiple areas and dimensions, in all life around them. This is from Humans Are Free, but I want to go into Elohim as Wikipedia tells us. Let's remember that we do have our material realm that we see and we live in, but there are also other dimensions around us. There are times when the grace of God allows us to see other dimensions, angels, or even the opposite, and also hear his voice, as has been going on since the Old Testament. We hear that the saints of that time were able to hear the voice of God or saints and giving them direction. But before you listen to those voices and listen and do what they say, get in contact with your father confessor first, okay? Because the evil one, as St. Paul the Apostle teaches us, transfigured himself into an angel of light, and that's how he tricked Eve into going against God's commandments. Now, the Elohim, according to Wikipedia, the Hebrew word meaning gods, plural, although the word is plural in form, in the Hebrew Bible it usually refers to a single deity, particularly, but not always, the God of Israel. At other times it refers to the deities in plural. Let's remember in Deuteronomy, the Lord thy God, the Lord is one. Now, morphologically, the word is the plural form of the word Eloah, and related to El, it's cognate the word IHM, which is found in Ugaritic, used in pantheon for Canaanite gods. The children of El conventionally vocalizes Elohim. Most uses of the term Elohim in the later Hebrew text imply a view that is at least monolatristic, At a time of writing, such usage in the singularity is a proper title for the supreme deity. The Lord thy God, the Lord is one, is generally not considered to be synonymous with the term Elohim, gods, plural, simple noun. Rabbinic scholar Maimonides wrote that the various other usages are commonly understood to be homonyms. Other theories suggest that the notion of divinity underwent radical changes in the early period of Israel's identity and development of ancient Hebrew religion, and in this view, the ambiguity of the term Elohim as a result of such casts in terms of vertical translatability. Hence, the reinterpretation of the gods of the earliest recalling period as a national god of monolatristic as it emerged 7th to 6th century BC in the kingdom of Judah and during the Babylonian captivity, and further in terms of monotheistic by the emergence of rabbinical Judaism 2nd century AD. The word Elohim, grammatically plural noun for gods or deities of various other words in biblical Hebrew, meaning normally indicates masculine plural. However, when referring to the Jewish God, Elohim is usually understood to be singular. It governs the singular verb or adjective. And in modern Hebrew, it's often referred to the singular despite im in the ending that denotes plural masculine nouns in Hebrew. It's generally thought that Elohim is derived from Eloach, the latter being the expanded form of Northwest Semitic noun. The angels and judges. Now, going to supposed Elohim, regarded merely as polytheistic views. The class formed the analogy belonging to plurals, meaning most holy one, the only Yahweh, Hosea 12:1, Proverbs 9:10. Genesis, the various usage of plural form. There are a number of notable exceptions to the rule that Elohim is treated as singular when referring to the God of Israel, including Genesis 20 and 35, Samuel 7, Psalms 53. Then notably the epithet of the living God, Deuteronomy 5, which is constructed with the plural adjective Elohim Hayim, but still takes singular verbs. And angels and judges. In a few cases in the Greek Septuagint, Hebrew Elohim with a plural verb or with implied plural context was rendered either angeli, meaning plural angels, or to kriterion to Theou, the judgment of God. These passages then entered first the Latin Vulgate, then the English King James Version as angels and judges respectively. From this came the result that James Strong, for example, listed angels and judges as possible meanings for Elohim with a plural verb in his Strong's Concordance. And the same is true of many other 17th to 20th century reference works. Both Genesis Hebrew Lexicon and Brown Driver Briggs Lexicon list both angels and judges as possible alternative meanings of Elohim with plural verbs and adjectives. Gesenius and Ernst Wilhelm questioned the reliability of the Septuagint translation in this matter. The Greek New Testament quotes Psalms 8 in Hebrews 2, where the Greek New Testament has angelus, meaning plural angels, in verse 7, quoting Psalms 8, which also has angelus in a version of the Greek Septuagint. So Elohim meaning angels. Other plural singulars in biblical Hebrew has several nouns. Hebrew language has several nouns with im, masculine plural, and oth, feminine plural, ending which nevertheless takes singular verbs. Now, Jacob's ladder gods were revealed. In the following verses, Elohim was translated as God, singular, in the King James Version, even though it was accompanied by plural verbs and other plural grammatic terms. Genesis 35:7 says, "And there he built an altar and called the place El Bethel, because there God had revealed," plural verb, "himself to him when he fled from his brother." Here the Hebrew verb revealed is plural, hence the gods were revealed. An NET Bible note claims the King James Version wrongly translates God appeared unto him, This is one of the several mistakes where the Bible uses plural verbs and with the names Elohim. The divine council. God standeth in the congregation of the mighty. He judges among the gods. I have said, yes, ye are gods, and all of you, ye are children of the Most High, but ye shall die like men and fall like one of the princes. Psalms 82:1. Now, sons of God. The Hebrew word for son is ben. Plural is banim, with the construction state from being benei. The Hebrew term benei Elohim, sons of God or sons of the gods, in Genesis 6:2, compares to the usage of sons of gods Ugaritic, sons of El in Ugaritic mythology. Karen van der Toorn states that gods can be referred to collectively as B'nai Elim, B'nai Elohim, Elion, or B'nai Elohim. So I'll leave links below for you for this, and please leave your comments. Thank you for your support. Kindly support my Patreon account. The daily posts are 5 videos daily, and they are totally different from what I have on my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for your support and that you find all my content so interesting. You'll find the Patreon account details in the description box below.